Imagine the moment that your mom and dad suddenly need full-time nursing care. You're sitting in a hospital room, filling out paperwork, trying to stay strong, but one terrifying thought keeps crossing your mind. How are you going to pay for this? Hi, I'm Christopher Nudo, and today we're going to discuss estate planning and long-term care. The truth is, most families don't plan for long-term care because they never think that they'll need it. Until one day they do. That's when the painful reality sets in. This could wipe out everything my parents have once worked for. You could be forced to sell the family home just to cover their expenses. And worst of all, your parents could lose control over their own care choices. But you know what? It doesn't have to be that way. Planning ahead isn't just about money. It's about dignity, security, peace of mind for your family. This video will give you the tools to understand the true cost of long-term care. Learn what Medicare covers and doesn't. Discover real asset protection strategies that safeguard your home and your savings. Let's talk about how the law can actually help you if you start early enough. Nursing home and assisted living costs range from $60,000 to $200,000 a year, and they're rising annually. Ask yourself, could your current finances absorb this hit? Many families don't think about it until they're faced with sudden hospitalization or another crisis. Without a plan, loved ones are left scrambling, making difficult financial decisions they never expected. Listen, once I worked with a daughter whose mother needed unexpected nursing care. Their family had to sell the childhood home, filled with decades of memories. That was just to afford mom's care at that point. The emotional toll was devastating, but with early planning, this could have been prevented. Many families assume that Medicare will pay for long-term care, but it doesn't. Medicare only covers short-term rehabilitation after hospitalization, not long-term stays. Medicaid is the program that covers long-term care, but only if you qualify under strict asset limits. Here is the reality I want you to think about. If you wait too long, Medicaid will require you to spend down nearly everything before stepping in. That means you may have to use your entire life savings to pay for care. Your family home probably will be sold to cover the nursing costs. Without proper documents, your family might have no say in how your care is handled. This is why early planning matters. So how do you shield your assets before it's too late? One way is irrevocable trusts, a way to protect your home and savings while still qualifying for Medicaid if you set it up before the 5-year look-back rule. Long-term care insurance, a very powerful tool, but often overlooked due to cost concerns. The best time to plan is before you need the care. Think about this. What would it feel like to know that your family's future is secure, that you'll never have to make heartbreaking financial decisions? That's what planning gives you. Using powers of attorney and healthcare directives, these are legal documents that empower your loved ones to make financial and medical decisions when needed. Financial power of attorney ensures your finances can be managed without court interference. It prevents costly legal battles over who controls your accounts. Healthcare powers of attorney gives a trusted person authority to make medical decisions on your behalf. It also prevents conflicts between family members over what treatment should be given. Here in our law office, we had a family who struggled to access their father's financial accounts when he became incapacitated. That's because their father never signed a power of attorney. They had to go through a long and expensive court process called guardianship just to pay his bills and manage his care. Unfortunately, this is the reality when people don't plan ahead. Without proper planning, families are often faced with forced asset liquidation, losing their home and savings. court-appointed guardianship taking control away from their loved ones. Family disputes over care decisions create stress and tension in the family. One of the hardest things to hear is, "I wish I would have started this process sooner." Listen, don't let that be you. Here at Integrity Law, our faith plays a big role in our firm. Faith informs your perspective. Planning ahead isn't just financial, it's an act of love and responsibility. Stewardship means protecting the people you love from confusion, stress, and financial hardship. God calls us to care for our families and to leave behind a legacy of wisdom, not chaos. Long-term care planning isn't just about old age. It's about making wise choices today so your family isn't left struggling tomorrow. Listen, you have two choices: plan ahead and gain peace of mind, or wait until it's too late and hope for the best. If you've ever worried about how your future will impact your loved ones, let's build a plan that gives you confidence, clarity, and control, no matter what happens. Call us today at 847-802-9912 to schedule your free consultation. If you liked this video and it was helpful, don't miss our next video, Understanding the Role of an Executor in the Probate Process. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day.